What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Look at these nice and beautiful question on the board that we're going to be solving. And the question says, find the value of x for which x to the ln 4 plus x to the ln 10 is equal to x to the ln 25. Well, you might have guessed that the solution for x should be equal to 0. Well, if you guess this, you're not wrong, because imputing x equal to 0 makes this expression to be 0. It also makes this expression to be 0. So 0 plus 0, we are expected to have 0 as a result. And looking at this, imputing 0 as x here gives 0 as the result. So this answer is valid. But what if x is not equal to 0? How do we go about this? Well, we're going to be using a technique to solve this question. Well, what is this technique? It is just for us to switch the position of this base and the one here. That means I'm going to be switching x and 4. I will also switch x and 10 and switch x and 25. You might wonder, how is that even valid or possible? Well, notice that when I have, for example, a to the log of c base b, it is possible that I switch the position of a and c. Let me show you why real quick. Well, I'm going to be writing this a in terms of a base of b, but I'll be raising this to log a base b. Why? Because there is a property of logarithm which shows that when this base here and the base here are the same, they can both cancel out, leaving just a. So this is another way of writing a. But this is a to the log of c base b. So that means this is a. Now let's raise this to the log of c base b. And from the law of indices, we can be able to switch the position of the power inside of the bracket and the power outside of the bracket. Why? Because from law of indices, the powers multiply. And since multiplication is commutative, the positions does not matter. So let's switch the position. So we have b to the log c base b. Now to the log a base b. And now watch. The property of logarithm, which says that as long as this base and this one here are the same, this and this can cancel off, leaving just c. So we have c to the log a base b. So you now see that I've been able to show that a and c, their positions can be switched. So let's apply this to what we are doing here. So we can switch the position of x and 4. So we're going to be writing 4 to the ln x plus, now the same thing here, 10 to the ln x equal to, now 25 to the ln x. Our next step will be for us to divide through by 4 to the ln x. So I'll divide this by 4 to the ln x. I'll divide this by 4 to the ln x. And I'll also divide this by 4 to the ln x. Now 4 to the ln x divide by 4 to the ln x, I'm going to be having 1. So this gives 1 plus. Now since the exponent here and the exponent here are the same, I'm just going to group this expression so that it becomes 10 over 4 to the ln x equal to, I'll do the same thing here. I'll group the expression to be 25 all over 4 to the ln x. Now our next step will be for us to break this down. So 10 divided by 2, I'm going to be having 5. 4 divided by 2, I'm going to be having 2. So this becomes 1 plus 5 over 2. So 5 over 2 to the ln x to be equal to, now 25 and 4 are both perfect squares, which means 25 can be written as 5 squared all over 4 can be written as 2 squared. So, and this is raised to ln x. Let's continue. Well, our next step will be for us to simplify this further. Now, look at what I have here. The exponents are the same. That means I can group what I have inside of this bracket so that this becomes 1 plus 5 over 2 to the ln x to be equal to, now grouping this, I'm going to be having 5 over 2 to the 2, which is what I have inside, is what I wrote in this form. And now remember, this is raised to the ln x. So let's raise this to the ln x. And you know, from indices, the powers multiply, which means we can be able to switch the position of these 2 and the ln x. Let's go ahead and switch their positions. So I have 1 plus 5 over 2 to the ln x to be equal to, now this becomes 5 over 2 to the ln x, and this is raised to a power of 2. So you notice that I have a quadratic expression in what? 5 over 2 to the ln x. Let's go ahead and rearrange this quadratic expression. So this is 5 over 2 to the ln x, and this is raised to a power of 2. Now when I move this to the right, it becomes minus 5 over 2 to the ln x, and when I move 1 to the right, it becomes minus 1, and this is equal to 0. Remember, this is a quadratic equation in 5 over 2 to the ln x. Now we're going to be using the general formula to solve this. So our a from this quadratic equation is equal to 1, because that's the coefficient of what I have here. Then b is equal to negative 1, because that's the coefficient of what I have here. So I'm going to be putting negative 1 here. And c is also equal to negative 1. That's a constant term. So the quadratic formula is for 5 over 2 to the ln x is equal to, now negative b, that's negative b, b is what? Negative 1 plus or minus the square root of, now what do I have? B squared, that is negative 1 squared, minus 4 times a, that's 4 times 1, times c, which is negative 1, all over 2a, that's 2 times 1. So this becomes 5 over 2 to the ln x to be equal to, now minus times minus gives positive 1, plus or minus the square root of negative 1 squared is 1. Now 4 times 1 times minus 1, that is negative 4. So this is negative 4 from here, times this negative here gives what? Plus. So that's plus 4 all over 2 times 1, that's 2. So 5 over 2 to the ln x is equal to 1 plus or minus the square root. 1 plus 4 is 5 all over 2. And of course, this expression on the left cannot be negative. And because it cannot be negative, we are only going to choose the positive side of what we have here. So 5 over 2 to the ln x is equal to 1 plus the square root of 5 all over 2, which is the golden ratio. Let me just write this in the form of the golden ratio. So this is a golden ratio. But remember, we are looking for x. So how do we get the value for x? Let's see that in the next slide. Now our next step will be for us to take the log of both sides. So the log of the left hand side, which is log of 5 over 2 to the ln x, equal to the log of the golden ratio. But I can't just take the log of both sides. I'm going to be taking the log of this expression, and the base should be what I have here, which is 5 over 2. You see that? So I'm going to be doing the same thing here, 5 over 2. That's the log of the base. And as long as the base and what I have here are the same, they can go off, leaving just ln x to be equal to log of the golden ratio of base 5 over 2. So how do I get x? Since I have ln here, I can be able to get x when I take the base exponential of both sides. So I take the base exponential of ln x equal to, I'll also take the base exponential of the right hand side, which is of log golden ratio of base 5 over 2. Now, from the property of logarithm and exponential, since I have ln here and I have an exponential here, they can both cancel off, leaving just x to be equal to base exponential of log of the golden ratio of base 5 over 2. And this is our final answer. Well, feel free to share your ideas in the comment section below. And if you enjoyed this video and have learned something from this video, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't. Turn on the notification bell so you don't miss my upcoming videos. And like I always say, until next time, take care.